Alright guys, so this is day 3 or session 3. Weather's changed completely, overcasted, northerly wind, northwesterly wind this morning, and yeah, the swell is very flat on the area that I usually fish. So I walked a little bit, scouted around, and yeah, I came across this nice little area. Yeah. So at least there's some working water around here. I'm gonna scratch around for some galjoen and see what I can find. The water is very reddish brown color due to the red tide that moved in. Normally it doesn't affect fish that much depending on what type of red tide it is. The galjoen is normally fine. So let's see. I hope I can get some good fish today. The water is nice and warm, not that cold, and it's working back here behind me. So let's go catch some galjoen. To explain to you guys, you can see the waves are coming in here on the right, and there's a reef section or rocks here in front of me going all the way. You'll see there to the right there's foamy water, and then it goes away here to the left, and then there at the back there's a bank again and the waves are breaking there, so you can see the rip here to my left. I don't know if you guys can see that rip running out. So there's a big gully that washed open here, so the fish will feed on both sides. So what I do is I'm casting here to the right and let the current pull me to the left until I feel the little rocks, and then I bring my sinker in a little bit and it touches the first rocks, and that's basically where your sand and your rocks meet. So galjoen likes to go feed there. Look for tiny worms, tiny mussels, bits of seaweeds, things like that. Had a first squish. Beautiful water. So out and basically bring my line in just very slowly until I feel the bumps on rocks. Right, so touching the rocks, you can see tight, feel them on rocks, and leave it there now. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys one of the 3 different presentations of white mussels that I make, that I use to catch galjoen, carp, steenbras, blacktail, you know, basically anything. Because white mussel is such a versatile bait. It's probably one of the baits that's always in my cooler box, and yeah, I don't really go fish without white mussel. So this is one of them. So you remove your mussel from the shell. Then what I do is, you can see here is the tongue of the mussel or the foot, and then at the bottom is where your intestines are. So you normally get this little frill or fleece. I tend to remove that, and then the little sinews as well. And then here at the back, I pinch that off. And then this is probably the most basic white mussel presentation and probably the easiest. So you start at the tongue or the foot, and you just literally put it in, twist it around. You move the mussel up a little bit, then look through again, you twist it, and then you end off at the stomach part and you twist it through. Then it looks something like this. Then I start with the bait cotton. I use thin bait cotton, especially for galjoen because they are so finicky. just get this. Alright, so I would put the bait cotton on the eye of the hook, or the shank of the hook, pinch it with my thumb and my index finger, and then give it 1 or 2 to 3 wraps around the bend of the hook, and then I would just take it behind the belly back and secure it maybe once or twice, so it makes a little, you know, a little bag of juice, and then around again once or twice at the bend, and then start working my way up the shank, and then up the fishing line, and then wrap it tighter and tighter as I go up. Just feed it up and up, up. Alright. Just down a little bit, and up. Pinch it off. There you have it. A nice little Galjoen white mussel bait. Alright, I've definitely got a Galjoen on. Oh, you're kidding me. I can feel it stay behind that mussel bank. Jeez. Oh, come on, please don't cut me off. Yeah, it's on that bank. Just gonna give it some slack line just to allow it to swim free. Oh guys, I just made tight with the Galjoen on that little bait that I made, and it's there behind the see if I can't pull it over. It feels like a nice fish. Yeah, this is it really feels like a nice fish. Yeah. It's here swimming towards me now. It's one of those scenarios where you have to run so it doesn't cut you off. Oh, it's a nice fish. That's a beautiful Galjoen. Oh, what a beaut. I don't know if you guys can see this fish, but man, fat fish. No, no. Oh, look, it came out. Can you flippin' believe it? Where's this fish now? It's definitely gonna swim out. Oh, that was a mooi Galjoen. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys saw it, but yeah, the fish was there behind that bank, sitting there, and I pulled it over. I fought it all the way here and waited for the wave to bring it over, and the wave brought it over on the rock, and as I picked it up, the hook tore out in the water, in this little gully. And the water is so dirty and a lot of foam in here, I can't even see the fish. Fish probably swam out on the side back to the ocean. But a nice fat viscous Galjoen, silver white fish. So you know that fish has been feeding on the sand. Okay, so another white mussel bait that I like making is basically the opposite from the one I showed. And I make this especially if I see the water is flat, the fish is not really feeding that well. Like today, I haven't had a bite until that fish that I lost. Yeah, I'm quite bleak. Yeah, it's been a tough 2 days, 3 days fishing. Okay, so take your mussel again. This time what I do is I insert the hook in the belly. So you put it in once, wrap it around twice, push it up a little bit, and then a third time. So it's something like this, you can see it. And then what I do, just straighten the hook out a little bit. Nice, and then oops, take the bait cotton. Come on. Right, so you take the bait cotton and then basically just wrap it around the shank once or twice. Then again around the back of the hook on the bend, and then in underneath just to secure it. So it pulls nice and flat like that, and then up the shank of the hook, and then basically just all the way up onto the line. You tie it off, and then it looks something like this. So your circle is nice and exposed. You have this nice little flap that gives off a lot of movement and moves around in the water, and then obviously the fish thinks that the white mussel is busy coming out of the sand and it's moving his little foot around, and then they grab it. So yeah, that's another one. So this is now the end of my West Coast Galjoen fishing trip. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it was quite difficult, I must say. The West Coast in general is always difficult to fish. There was a red tide lurking around as well, so yeah, it didn't make it easy for me. I must say that fish I lost today, it was the only bite, first bite and the only bite. Yeah, that's how it goes. You can't always land everything that you want to catch or try to catch, or everything that you land. That's unfortunately part of fishing. But it was good, it was fun. These last 3 days was nice. Alright. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the last bit of sunset, and then yeah, I'll see you guys again. Thanks for watching, and please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I hope you guys learned something. Bye.